again, how much more money am I supposed to spend on clothing that I don't actually get to wear? On shoes that are ugly, sorry. How much more? How much more? How much more am I supposed to sink into this project of perfect capsule wardrobe? Like how did we all like get signed on to this project of crafting and curating a personal style? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why are we all doing this? So this year I'm doing a no buy for 2025. This is a hard reset for my channel, obviously. Channel name is KW Shops, which I guess I'm gonna have to change eventually. This is a new direction for myself entirely. Throughout my life, shopping has been the only real hobby or activity that I had. I shopped as a coping mechanism. I shopped as like a expression of control, which is something that we're going to talk about pretty soon. But I want to get off of this hamster wheel. I've spent the last 20 odd years just like buying and collecting things, and I want to decentralize like how much of my life is centered around, I want to decenter things from my life. I want the main focus of everything that I do to be on acquiring new things, especially when I have so much already. Yeah, like this isn't about minimalism. This isn't necessarily about the fact that I do have a whole bunch of stuff that I obviously don't need and shouldn't have spent money on. The fact is that I have bought all of these things, and this is the year that I'm going to make do with the things that I've already paid for. In light of the fact that I have so much, I have drawers full, I have bins full behind me, I have a closet that's full, I have underbed storage, I have couch storage, I have storage inside of this ottoman right here for all of these things. The mission and the aim and the goal is to use the things that I've spent the last 20 years buying. I think that I should be able to make do with what I have for most any circumstances. Now, I already bought the tank top. I already bought the pants. I already bought the handbag, right? I have the bag, I have the pants, I have the tank top. I don't need one this year because I have the one that I got last year. And crucially too, going forward, I just want to be super intentional about what I put my energy, time, resources, and money into going forward. And I'm just realizing how what I have been doing has not been serving me. Ultimately, like, I really want to reevaluate like what I'm participating in and what I'm contributing to. You know, I have to work for money in order to live, and then I take that money and then give it back to the structures that have all the money to begin with. The corporations, the Targets, the Zaras, the LVMHs indirectly or directly. And this is the year where I don't want to do that. I don't want to participate. I don't want my life's blood, the money that I use to live, to fund things that are not in service of my needs or my values or the direction that I want my life to go. But yeah, I want less of my life, especially less of my recreational time, the time that I get to live for me, to be mediated by corporations that don't give a shit about us. I want to deprioritize the accumulation of things, and I want to deprioritize like aesthetics and vanity. I want to like not centralize so much energy and attention on what I look like. So I'm obviously not the only one doing a no buy for 2025. I've actually gotten a lot of help, a lot of guidance, and a lot of inspiration from other creators doing something similar. And if you have anything that you're not buying for this year, I would love to hear it. Please comment it down below. I do have a couple of exceptions of things that I am still going to be spending money on. We'll get to those later. If this pivot or whatever is confusing to you, then please go check out my last video where I talked about how I'm getting away from luxury. I want to get away from, I want to kick consumerism, and I want just a new focus. I want to have new things to talk about, new things to do, new things to think about, and this is a part of that process. So let's get into the rules of my no buy. Rule for my no buy for 2025: no clothes for any reason. No clothes for any reason in 2025. I have been buying clothes and handbags and shoes and accessories. All of this has been in service of vanity, looking good, and all of that. I have drawers full. I have a closet full. I have bins full of clothes. So I cannot buy any clothing items at all for the year 2025. That means if something wears out or breaks, either fix it or wear something else. I've come to terms with the fact that I don't actually care about fashion. This isn't really a huge avenue of self-expression because I don't think that fashion and outfits or the clothes that you wear actually are sufficient to be able to communicate anything intrinsically about you or your value or your personality or who you are as a person. Keeping that in mind really reduces the importance of the exact specifications of my outfit. Now, maybe it is a hobby for you. Maybe it is somewhere where you find artistic expression. I don't. I just don't. And I just haven't really for a really, really long time. So yeah, again, how much more money am I supposed to spend on pants that I don't like? On shoes that are ugly, sorry. On clothing that I don't actually get to wear. How much more? How much more? How much more am I supposed to sink into this project of perfect capsule wardrobe? How did we all get signed on to this project of crafting and curating a personal style? What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? Why are we doing this? Why are we all doing this? I have multiples of all categories. I have a drawer full of just black leggings. Just black. Just black. How many leggings can a person possibly have? And the answer, I don't have the exact answer of how many. I have a formal dress. That's the dress that I wore to go to a wedding a couple years ago. Guess what? If I get invited to some type of event that requires, black tie, whatever, I have a dress to wear and they're gonna see me in that dress again. I'm not really a big part of my lifestyle, so it doesn't realistically make sense for me to have multiple options of dresses to wear. So I think about the fact that I have 2 pairs of black dress pants of different lengths because I was that focused on a half-inch difference of a hemline. As a result, that's another pair of the same pants that I have. Stressing out about an inch and a half of fabric of a hemline is just not something that I want to put any a single iota more energy towards. So what that means is sometimes I'm gonna go out and not like my outfit, and that's okay.
So there's a piece of this that I forgot to mention when I sat down to record this video, and part of the challenge that I want to create for myself in this no-buy year is having 0 spend days. These are days where I spend $0, where I do not engage in consumer activities of any sort for the entire day. So whether it's paying for parking, paying for Ubers, or going to the grocery store and picking up single snacks, going out for drinks or anything like that, I want to have days that I designate during the week that are not for commerce. And that has been a part of the challenge that I have been working towards. I don't know about you guys, but I've been feeling really overwhelmed with the fact that almost every activity that we engage in while we're awake feels like the opportunity to, put money into a slot machine or something like that. I want to take this year and truly take stock of what is important to me, what I enjoy, and that is going to be by using the things that I have already paid for. So much of my consumption was just about the action of acquiring a new item, a new piece, a new bag, a new kitchen gadget, or whatever. And this is the year that I want to use the things that I have already bought, already purchased, already own. My old life and a lot of my old habits had me spending money every single day on something, no matter what. And that is over in 2025. So far, I've been able to do 2 no-spend days per week on average, thereabout, but I think going forward, I may want to designate certain days of the week where I'm not allowed to spend money or engage in commerce at all. So what that means is that I'm going to have to plan accordingly, especially when it comes to things like transportation and getting lunch and things like that. And some knock-on effects of this have me drinking less wine during the week, as well as making sure that I'm consuming the food inside of my fridge before it goes bad. So it's decreasing my waste, decreasing my spending, and has me much more intentional and deliberate about the purchases that I do make, which at this point is mostly just food and stuff, but it's an exercise in moderation. It has been very challenging at times, and I am really glad that I'm doing this right now.
Next thing I'm not buying, no beauty, and I want to do Project Pan. Project Pan is a beauty community challenge where individuals commit to using up all of their existing makeup, skincare, or other beauty products before buying new ones, essentially aiming to hit pan, which means reaching the bottom of a container and seeing the metal pan underneath. thus reducing waste and overconsumption in the beauty industry. It encourages mindful use of what you already own rather than constantly purchasing new products. Really simple with my makeup. I'm wearing makeup now, and I'm pretty sure I only wear makeup to film videos. That may change, but I don't really feel confident yet in appearing on camera without makeup, and that's something that I also kind of want to work on. Someone who doesn't love makeup, I have a lot of makeup. I have a lot. I have more than a dozen eyeshadow palettes, and I have been wearing the same one for like 2 years. It doesn't make sense for a person who's not passionate about makeup to own 12 makeup palettes. But like I said, I want to decenter, like deprioritize my outward presentation as a part of this exercise. And obviously, you know, I'm still gonna buy like, you know, toothpaste and lotion when I need it. But when it comes to actually spending money and expending energy on beauty products, I'm not doing it. So this includes skincare, this includes makeup. I have a separate bullet point about hair. We're gonna get to that in a second. But I was buying like things like lip glosses and mascaras and everything in bulk, and because you think you'll use it, and mostly unused, mostly unopened, probably expired, probably dried out, and it is absolutely absurd and insane that I have spent as much as I have, and something that is not important to me takes up as much space as it does. So this one is going to be really difficult for me, and a lot of the no buys that I have seen are, you know, from creators that don't necessarily look like me or share certain characteristics. My aim and my goal is no hair care. What I mostly am talking about when I say that is hair extensions and hair pieces. Don't plan on buying any more, and as a matter of fact, my goal for this year is to, God, I can't even say it out loud because it sounds so insurmountable, but it is to wear my own hair out a lot. Listen, like I said, part of this exercise is using what I have, so I am still going to be, you know, using the extensions that I have, and, you know, especially pairing them in, especially because they do tangibly make my daily, you know, maintenance a bit easier. But I want to get out of the habit of not wearing my own hair. I didn't wear my own hair out for like 2 or 3 or 5-ish, maybe a little bit more than that, like 6. How did I go from 2 to 6? Whatever. I like the experimentation of like different stuff, so you will casually see me with that blonde wig that I have. It's fun, but like I said, in the process of decentering aesthetics and the process of like reducing my own personal level of vanity, I don't want to focus and prioritize so much on that, because I have a cabinet full of hair pieces, hair extensions, wigs, clip-ins, all of that. I'm gonna use what I have or wear my own hair, which, by the way, this is my own hair. Yeah, in pigtails today, whatever. But a huge thing that I now look around and have a problem with is the amount of just general hair products that take up so much space in my home. In 2019, Aussie discontinued Moist, and I went out between Amazon and eBay, 45 bottles as backup. And they are still in the shipping box. I have not even used them. I have moved on to other conditioners and other stylers for other needs and whatever. Again, they're probably expired because that was over 5 years ago, but what I am thinking about in this time is that I don't need to be stocking up on products. I need to use what I have, and if my hair is frizzy, that's okay. It's okay to not be like perfectly curl defined if that's not what's going on today. I'm not gonna stress myself out about it anymore the way that I used to. And this is gonna be an evolution for me. I do really, at some point this year, want to get like blonde boho braids or mermaid braids or whatever this is called. I do want to do that really badly, so I might hold out a little bit of my budget to allow that to happen at some point this year. Besides that, I think no new hair tools, hair products, hair pieces, and I'm gonna consider Project Pan on conditioner and stylers and stuff. But I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how far this goes. A lot of people, when they do no buys, they say no to books. They have so many books that they haven't read yet, and they're not allowed to buy themselves any new books. For me, I am allowing space in my budget to buy books while also mainly utilizing my public library. Books are not trinkets. Books are not ornaments. Books contain ideas, and books are written by human beings with thoughts, and I really do see value in the books that I have and the books that I'm reading. That reading has really helped me heal my attention span. It's really helped me form new ideas, and it's helped me with thinking critically. And it doesn't mean I need to pay for every single one. And part of this is just being intentional about what I consume as well. I didn't use the library for like most of my life, and I've recently gotten back into it, maybe 2 years ago. If you haven't already, and I assume you live in the United States. I don't know how it works in other countries, but if you live in the United States, register with your local library so you can get books and audiobooks and ebooks for free. I use the Libby app to get free books. And they are right here on my iPad. I've actually not stepped foot in a physical library since, I don't know, high school, which is a long time ago. But if you register with your local library, you can get a lot of the most popular books for free. I actually just read Pixel Flesh. I just read or got the audiobook from my local library, and I was so moved by it that I decided to buy myself a physical copy, and I want to discuss it at some point with you guys here. A lot of the books are new releases. There's a lot of like really popular ones. There's some that you read in school, and that's kind of what I'm doing with my time now. But that is to say, if I do truly feel compelled to purchase a book, it's usually because I've read it already, and I'm going to allow myself to do that at my own discretion. Matter of fact, there's another one that I got from the local library that I ended up buying the physical copy of. That is this one. This is The Siren's Call by Chris Hayes. This is how attention became the world's most endangered resource, and has that, along with many others, have contributed a lot to my, this is gonna fall off. I've entirely quit social media. Do not consume short form content, and I will not create it, and I have 100% segmented myself away from Instagram, and I think you should too. We'll talk about that another day. If I do find myself really struck by a book that I'm reading, I'm allowed to purchase a physical copy. So I can write in it, which I wasn't in the practice of doing before. I can just revisit it at my own pace. But all that's to say, I'm gonna let myself buy books when I feel like it. The next thing that I am going to keep is TV subscriptions. I have Hulu, Netflix, Apple TV, and in combination with the books, I really like watching the TV shows. I'm watching White Lotus now. I'm watching Severance. I'm not watching the shows while scrolling my phone the way that I used to. I'm trying to get out of the practice and habit of that, and I don't allow for the like TV shows and everything to just be ambient noise. And I guess part of what was something that I am choosing to pay for. So I want to enjoy it, and I want to actively enjoy it. So I think that part of getting older, like my preferences and interests changing, and understanding that I'm not into fashion anymore necessarily, I do think that homeware, like, it does have the potential to just be another pipeline into consumerism. So it's something that I really want to, watch. I moved last year and into this apartment. So last year I did like spend a lot of money on furniture and other stuff for the house to make this space like truly functional. And this year we're pretty much done on furniture. I did have one minor slip up so far. Like a month ago, I bought the chair that I'm sitting in right now. And I do honestly think that part of me buying this chair was because deep down I really wanted to get back on YouTube. So I'm gonna let myself have that, but now, as far as beauty routines and maintenance, I already talked about products. I already talked about beauty products earlier in this video, but I am gonna still keep up with a couple of things, notably waxing and maybe some Botox. I haven't decided yet. I don't know. I'm not gonna rule it out, is what I'm saying. I've done it before. I'm not gonna rule it out now, but the thing that I am not doing in 2025 that I've never done before is no nail salon at all. Now, I never really got manicures. I was never really super into that. Like, these are my natural nails and I don't do literally anything to them. They break over the course of time and sometimes they're uneven, and I don't care. That is not something that is of particular importance to me, and it never has been. When I look around, I notice that everyone here where I live has their nails done. Everyone has their nails painted. And it's just like, and it feels kind of like an expectation that your nails are painted. I don't know if anyone else is internalizing that, but I am observing it right now. And I want for, I guess, for the next couple of months to just not wear any nail polish at all and like see what happens. This sounds like I'm making like a big deal out of it, I'm sure, but I guess part of this is that I find it really bizarre that all of us are participating in a lot of the same activities with no like negotiation around it. Like there's no agreement, but we're all doing the same thing. And I want to kick that. I want to focus my energy on the things that I want to be doing, especially in my what little recreational time that I get to live on this earth. All that's to say, I'm not wearing nail polish on my toes for a couple of months. I'm not going to focus my energy and attention on that, and I'm certainly not going to spend money at the nail salon like I used to do every 6 weeks, go in for a pedicure. If I can think of any more, maybe I'll try to cut in, but yeah, I am excited to do this. Like I said, I'm 2.5 months in already, and really helped is for me anytime I have to like run into Target or like whenever I go to like, whenever I pass by the middle section, I see a dress on the mannequin or whatever, I have the mantra like ingrained into my head. No clothes for any reason. And I just repeat it to myself. No clothes for any reason. No clothes for any reason. I see a tank top and think about all of the other tank tops that are already in my drawer. Those are the rules that we're working with for 2025. If you guys have any no-buy tips or rules, or if you have anything that you're not buying, then I want to hear what those are. Please share them in the comments below. If you have anything that you're chewing on, I would love to have more discussions about that. So once again, thank you for coming along with me on this new direction, and I will see you guys in my next one.